And hello, everybody, and welcome. 4th Street Creations in the house. We'll talk about this in a second. Welcome to the Bold Beautiful Me Spotlight here on JLJ Media. For those of you folks who are asking about AfterBuzz TV, give it up. There's no AfterBuzz TV. It's just JLJ Media. So let's just give that up, everybody. Let's just not get into that anymore. It is just JLJ Media or Edition Days. That's Days of Our Lives. We're giving you all your soapy goodness. We are here today. I'm gonna open up the chat room. Make sure the chat room is ready for you guys. Please come on in. The water's fine. That's turned off. It's all these. One day I would have somebody film me behind the scenes what I have to do every single time I do a show. It's a lot of work, you guys. Hello, but we love doing it for you guys. Here you go. There you go. It's all open, so come on in. We are here on JLJ Media. It is Soap Sunday, of course, and I have my two chicks with me today, wearing their shirts too. Miss Tami and Amanda Rudd. Hello, ladies.
Hi, guys.
So these lovely shirts, let's talk about them. Designed by, where's Amanda on our screen? Right here, Miss Amanda Russ. Thank you. We love these.
I do.
I'm glad y'all like them. I have some. Awesome. Just wait, guys. We have more too coming.
We have more. We do. And other shows too. We got more. We got something for Y&R, so we'll have that too. So yes. But let me get to the church announcements first, and we'll get into all stuff. Okay, so the Wide Army Spotlight is not on today as a live show. I gave you guys a nice treat. The one and only, the legend, 41 years on the show, Eric Braden, my buddy. It's out right now. You guys are already watching it, already commenting. Already got some write-ups and some soap stuff already. Eric was so generous with his time. He was on the set. He had just filmed a bunch of scenes, and he just gave us a little sneak. He said, I just filmed scenes with Melissa Ordway. So who knows what that's about? Because they're about 6 weeks ahead of us, about 5 weeks ahead of us. So let's think about that in about 5 or 6 weeks, him and Abby having scenes together. But he's great. It's out on all streaming platforms, also on YouTube right here on JLJ Media. Please share it. I'm going to share it later to some more of the Y&R groups and stuff. So, but everybody, please check it out. It's a great interview, 35 minutes, and we have a good time. He talks about old Hollywood and who he likes working with. He talks about who he likes working with. This show is right now for us now. Bone Beautiful Rewind is out now. That came out on Friday, and that is out on all the audio streaming services. Edition Days has two special guests today. They have the new, I guess I can't say lesbian couple. We don't know what they are yet. They're trying to find who they are. He has Allie and Precious, the actors who portray them, coming on at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on Edition Days channel. Support them, support their channel. We love them, Tony Moore and gang. And at 4 p.m., me, Lucretia, and Frank, your favorite threesome, who just shades all over General Hospital. We'll be talking about that this week too. I have my thoughts about the Tano and Lenny died. I have a whole thing about all that and the new Quartermain. So it's about all of that at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on JLJ Media. And lastly, if you are a fan of audio dramas, yay! I just finished recording a season of a show called The Email. That'll be coming out August 6th. It's a comedy with 3 new actors I've never worked with before. And they're really good. It's so funny. My first audio comedy. It's really funny. 4 episodes starting Friday, August 6th, and our whole lot of drama Friday, even though it's a comedy. But there's some drama in it. It's about sending an email you shouldn't have sent. Very good. So I'll be out there.
I've been there.
I've been there. And 2 of my hot dramas are out right now. Fairview Heights and Manchester Avenue. They are heating up. They are out now. New episodes this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I think that's everything. Oh, and I have a little sad note. My cup broke. It committed suicide. I was just sitting here and all of a sudden just jumped off the thing.
You know why? It could not stand another word out of Quinn and Carter's mouth. The cup was like, you know what? F this. Right off the table.
I know. So, but it broke. I think it broke pretty evenly. So, wrong way. I wasn't good at kindergarten. And look, I think it broke pretty evenly.
Oh yeah, it's a perfect rate.
So it literally happened yesterday. I started busting up, and I was like, "I'll wait to the show." So I'm leaving it here. It'll sit over here. It matches my shirt. It'll sit right over here. So I'm drinking out of my Starbucks cup. Sorry, but I do have it. Poor baby. But literally, I was sitting here, and all of a sudden I heard, "No, what was that?" And literally,
that's strange. You got some weird energy flying around there. That's not normal.
No, it's not.
start breaking like that, there's some energy going around. So get your little sage and burn it in that space. Clear out that energy. We were talking about cleaning house. Clear the energy, babe. Clear the
energy. I love it. Okay. And that's everything. I think that's everything. I think that's all that. Yeah, it's everything. Okay. So this week, thank you guys for the Eric Brain. Yes, go over after you watch this, go over there and watch it. Thank you everybody for watching it. Okay. Oh, and we have some guests coming up for Bold here. I'm in talks. They're coming back from their hiatus this week. They were on hiatus for a month and a half. They all shows go on hiatus for a little bit, take some time off. Also saves budget stuff too. So I'm in talks with the PR there to have some really interesting people on.
Who?
Interesting people. That's all I'm gonna say.
Terry was like, who?
People you know on Bold and Beautiful. People you've seen. In talks to having 2 different people come on. So they'll be all right. They will work it out. I'll just keep them tuned. But they're all on vacation. They're coming back, and so
yeah.
Okay.
Catherine Kelly Lang did a live Insta from Ben Hart yesterday, and somebody in the chat says, "Where's Torsten?" And she said, "He's still back east with visiting family." And then I remembered, oh yeah, they're on their break.
They're on their break, so that's why I couldn't get anybody for the last couple of weeks. So they're scattered. If you look at if you follow a lot of their Instagrams. You follow our Instagram, Bold and Beautiful Universe. We follow a lot of them. And I look at their stories. Matt, they're all somewhere. They're all somewhere doing something.
Yeah.
And so, a little side note: Courtney Hope and Chad Buell did a fun Bachelorette video for TikTok. It was really hilarious in the reels. You check that. Go to Courtney Hope. I think she's the Courtney Hope or whatever. It's hilarious about her going out for Bachelorette, and they did it together. So they're very cute. We love Courtney. Oh, and also I want to say before we start too, everyone. Thank you so much. I've been looking at our past episodes, and you guys are really tuning in. Our episodes with Matt Atkinson, which I was laughing. That show is, oh my God, it was so funny. Between Tami and Matt was just hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. I watched the whole thing again, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. It's in the thousands. Our interview with Annika Noel in the thousands. Our interview with Lawrence. So thank you for actually going back and watching or sharing with people and watching them. We have some really good interviews with some great, they give us really good insight behind the scenes of the show about their characters. Matt got teary-eyed at one point talking about his character. I mean, there's some really, they do some really hard work. And I feel very blessed to get them on this show. We can actually ask them questions for you guys. And I just want to say thanks for watching our shows. I mean, I didn't plan on doing recaps here on this channel. But I had to pick up the slack after the other place left. And so I'm glad I did. And I have my 2 wonderful co-hosts. So I'm glad I did that. All I care about this week, I mean, there's a few other little kind of storylines, but the other story, okay. Quarter. I thought it was good I'm like, we'll get to Paris and all that in a second and Sin in a second. I have some ideas about that. We'll get to that.
I have some definite ideas.
Me too. All right, so we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But Quarter's it, folks. And I gotta tell you guys, Rena and Lawrence, if I did not know that they had others and in real life they were, I believe that they're in love with each other. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Is it realistic? It seems so realistic.
It does.
The way they look into each other's eyes.
Yes.
And that cameraman is all up in their faces.
Yes.
Right? It's not just like a close-up, it's like all up in there. And Rena, obviously, with her magnificent blue eyes. But my God, in particular, that the last moment on Friday, I'm getting the way she's looking at him and the way he's looking, it is just like, wow, you cannot deny this. And when that line, is it lust, is it love? It's just us. That's the look. That's what the look translates. I was just like spellbound.
It is, they're hot, you guys. It is the way she strokes his face and looks up at him. The way he looks down on her. It's like,
I want her job. I want this job.
Sorry, Joe, I gotta go to work today. Sorry.
You would look amazing in those wrap dresses that she wears, and
yeah, you would.
the little
Your hair all
black teddy
done.
thing.
Okay.
You'd be hot.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Sorry, Joe, gotta go to work. The vortex at the vortex. I get it. I totally get it. I mean, it's steamy. It's so. I mean, but for me, it just seems so realistic. Their acting is so real. It's like, I know they're acting, but I'm like, shit. I can't get another word out. I'm just shit. It's
And
crazy.
thank God they're past the COVID weirdness.
Yes.
You know, and Lawrence brought that up when he was on the show with us, that it just, you know, when he and Kiara first had their scenes, they had to keep the distance. That's when, you know, the dolls were brought in for kisses, and it was tough to establish that closeness and that intimacy. And Rena and Lawrence don't have to worry about that. They can, again, be all up in there with each other. And oh my God.
I had to laugh. Go ahead.
It's both of them.
It is.
Like, it's both of them. Like, I'll take his job too. Because all she look at me with those eyes, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. Whatever you want, ma'am.
Oh, I do it too. Shit, I do it too. You know, I would. I don't care. I turn straight for a second. I don't care. I'm like, that's fine. It's over.
That's hysterical.
I mean,
that's a whole show. Who would you turn for?
Oh my God!
So many people.
It's so because you would turn for that. That's actually a good little mini spotlight. We should.
I think so.
It's good. It's kind of funny. But no, but I mean, okay. So this part made me laugh. The whole several episodes made me laugh, and you know the writers did this on purpose, because when I wrote it down, it made me. I don't know. You guys do this on purpose. Okay. Where's I put it?
I think I know where you're going with this.
So you got Brooke and them talking, and Eric and stuff, and I was laughing so hard when he was like, I think Carter's on top of it. I wrote, "He sure is." Yeah, she's in capable hands. I'm like, she sure is. I was like, I mean, it's like they kept saying lines like that. They had me laughing. It was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, she said, Eric said, "Don't worry, Carter's on top of Quinn." I was like, mm-hmm. And then Brooke goes, "You know what? I think Eric wants Carter to stick it to Quinn." And look, Joe was reading, right? Joe was reading, and he goes, "Really? Really?"
I did write that down. He goes, "Hoping Carter sticks to Quinn." I go, yes, he did. I was like, that was all. It had to be all on purpose. It had to be all on purpose. Like that was just so. The way they did it was almost like a comedy, and I was just like, yeah, you guys have no idea. But Brooke, I thought about Tami. Mama Brooke got her antenna went up.
If anyone's antennae is like spot on, it's Brooke, man. And she had that moment of, don't you think it's kind of odd? Don't you think Carter's defending Quinn's kind of odd? And then it passed because Ridge is all, Ridge and Eric are, you know, they have their blinders on. Yeah, Mama Brooke.
Mama Brooke, I thought of you.
Her.
Can we just say, Quinn, put your damn clothes up, okay? Put your damn clothes somewhere.
Eric's like, okay, first of all, here's my thing. When the phone comes through, so Carter's like, I have a special ring for Eric. I laugh so hard. That's hilarious. That's smart. Hilarious.
Yes.
That's cool too. But FaceTime, you know whether it's a call or a FaceTime call before you hit. I always think, if you have an iPhone. So I was like, so you hit it, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God. I mean, it's like,
you know, unless he just reached for the phone. It's like, oh, that's Eric. Reached for the phone, clicked it, and then turned and realized, oh my God.
Okay.
And then you see Quinn do the dive.
Yeah, she's like, out of here.
She dove like she was diving into the swimming pool.
Yeah, or a little Esther Williams dive.
Oh my God, yeah, totally. Little Busby Berkeley. And so Michelle D was all like, I agree with you. Why is Eric FaceTime people in the first place? I know. I was like, why are you FaceTiming Carter?
He's checking up on him.
Yeah.
Let me see what he's
That's
doing.
what people do. Yeah, that's what people do now. It's like FaceTime. It's like, oh God.
That's hilarious. And then Ridge, this nosy ass, is that a dress back there? Do I see a dress? I thought Amanda.
That don't look like it's you.
And she said, "Does it fit?" I don't think it fits Carter. I laughed so hard. I'm like, they're having too much fun with this. They're having too much fun. That just strewn back there. I'm like, okay, folks. Well, it was a hurry. You had to get.
I was waiting for the moment of, there's the dress, and then Quinn coming into the office with that dress on, and somebody putting, like with Zoe, somebody putting the wardrobe thing together, but that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. So yes, Quinn moved fast. She sure did. I just laughed. That made me laugh. And then they listened to everything he's saying about her. I thought, oh my God, so funny. That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get. But I mean, they cannot keep their hands. I mean, Quarter is a hot commodity. I think they hit pay dirt. I think Bone Reveal has hit unexpected pay dirt.
And speaking of hands, so there's that moment she goes over there and he doesn't have the shirt on again, and he puts his hand to her face or something, and I said to Ernie, it's like, oh my God, his hands are so large. And Ernie, all he says is, can he put his shirt on?
Ernie, you're missing the point.
He keeps saying that. Oh, can he put his shirt on?
No, Ernie can't. I'll tell Ernie Ernie, if you watch soap operas, it's summertime. Let the man have a shirt off, please. Thank you.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Like, well, that's because Brooke said, well, why is he having a shirt on? So Brooke said the same thing. Why is he having a shirt on? Brooke, why do you Brooke, you want a piece of that too, bitch. You know you want a piece of that if you got a chance. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. This ties in, but just like comment with that Flo, with the conversation between Flo and Wyatt. And
that whole thing was crazy too. That whole exchange when she came in, Wyatt's exasperated. They're going back and no.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll go back to it. But just Flo, when Wyatt's all, so you think Carter's hot, really?
Yeah.
And she's like, no,
that was so funny.
What did I say that? And then she talked about his arms, and oh my God,
Carter's gorgeous like 5 times. She was like, he's gorgeous. He's so gorgeous. Like his arms, he's just so gorgeous. And Wyatt's like, really? Oh no, not really. What? Yes, really.
That was hilarious.
Oh my God, I was cracking up.
I do love that. What did you say? Oh yes, when you said he was getting a workout in. Again, I was like, yeah, he's getting a workout in.
They were killing me.
They were killing me. I mean, the writers. Kudos to the writers. It just made me laugh. That was going on. So, but I'm saying I really do think this couple has legs. I think there's something here. The legs wrapped around each other. But there's something there. There's something there. I actually wasn't trying to be funny. Stop trying to be sad. It came out crazy.
They got legs, all right.
They got legs.
They know how to use them.
I mean, they can't stop. They can't stop. They're hooked. They can't stop.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I am not against them. But I would feel so much better if Carter would man up and go to Eric and say, I'm sorry, I love you, but I'm in love with her. Like, I'm gonna see her and I don't want to lie to your face.
I don't think he knows that though yet. I don't know if he thinks he's in love with her. I think they're falling in love, but I don't think either one of them are ready to say that yet. I mean, he's the one that said, is this love? And I was like, oh my God.
Remember, he moves
fast. Or is
fast.
this lust?
Remember, he moves fast. Carter moves fast, remember?
Yes.
He does. I mean, I'm thinking, remember he said he had these years, he didn't have anything. So when Zoe went fast, to us was fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Now he's having good sex. Shit. That's it, kids. He's done.
You know what was funny too? She started going down this list of stuff of why they can't be together. She's like, I'll ruin your life. I was like, check. She's like, you'll lose your job. I was like, check. Disbarment. And then she was like, I'll break your heart. Check. And then she said, because I broke Eric's heart. Like, look what I did to Eric. I'll do it to you. And I was like, check. It will happen.
It just made me
It's
sad,
worth
though.
it, I guess.
She said, well, to your point, Amanda, there were a couple times when she said to him, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. And that's really sad to hear when someone says that about themselves. And you could see Carter's reaction of really just being so sad to hear that. And him giving her that affirmation of you are worth it. You are worth it. And it was amazing to hear her reaction about feeling free.
Yeah. Relieved
about the demise of her marriage.
Gene Roberts is like, whatever, you stop if it was Carter? That's your question to all of us. Would you stop if it was Carter? I wouldn't. I'm not. No, I already admit I'd be in the vortex.
I was raised to be polite.
Hey, first of all, look at Tammy. Tammy's stuttering. First of all, she's all like, I was. Okay, sure, Tammy. Whatever you say.
Whatever, Tammy will bust that door open, throw her box up from the office down, push that man up against the staircase.
I need a step stool.
He'd help you out, girl. Don't worry. He help you out. And the thing is, Tammy, you can't start a rebuttal stuttering already. You're like, I'm like, what's that mean? You're already in, Tammy. Tammy already answered. That's her answer. Amanda, you know how me and Amanda feel. You know how we feel. We're already. I'm like, I'm in. Yes, I guess Tammy's when he saw you had 20 abs. Yeah, like 20. She was counting the abs. Like 20 abs there. I mean, hello. Great talk.
It's a good thing I don't have a small child because that's how I would teach them math. See Carter's abs? Let's count his abs. 1, 2.
Totally. Jeez. Crackers.
That's what they should do in school.
I go to school. So I go to school. Shonda brings up something, but I feel like this is very much the counting his abs up close. Tammy counting. Oh, they're saying Tammy counting his abs up close. Wyatt annoyed me all up in his mom's business, but that's kind of what they do. Remember, that's kind of what that's their relationship. That's what they do. And he was worried about her. He said he was trying to call her and stuff. To me, it was very comical. It was all comical. See, he knows his mom is crazy. He knows she's crazy.
Well, I think it's habit too. Yeah. Like he's been cleaning up her messes his whole life since a little kid. Right. Like he's used to it. He's like, oh, she did it again.
Yes. Remember he said, how did you mess up all of that? He really wants to know. And he's like, now you know, so you stopped seeing Carter, right? And she did not say no. Well, it'll be really hard for him. I'm like, bitch, now you know it's not an answer. That is not an answer. And he saying that he was like, that's not an answer. He's like, come on, you stopped seeing Carter, right? And Flo just sitting there like, I had to laugh at her too, because she had me laughing at her. She's like, okay.
I know, she made me laugh because she goes, Wyatt? And he's like, what? She goes, was your mom acting like weirder than her normal?
Totally. Oh,
but I love that moment when he says to Quinn, he says to his mother, that. She's like, what? Yeah. That means you're hiding something. I know what that is.
And then she's so like all, like nervous and caught off guard and stuff did y'all notice when she goes to leave, she hits the wrong door and it won't open and she doesn't know. And then she's like, and she goes to the other door and opens.
Oh my God.
You do that on purpose? Because it was funny.
I deleted it. I missed that.
I missed that. All I know is Carter called. She had to go. Carter called.
I know, that girl was like, with her phone like.
Yes, she did. I was like, girl, calm down.
Girl, it's a lawyer.
I gotta go. Yes.
That's what she said. It's a lawyer.
She's not lying. No. It's a lawyer, all right.
Is this about your divorce? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Tammy nailed Wyatt and Quinn perfectly. No, that's what she did. Because that's what he said. He goes, it's that. Because it was so funny. He was standing on one side, Flo was in the middle, she was sitting on the other side. It was hilarious. It was a lot of fun. Those scenes were a lot of fun. And totally rooted in history of how they are.
Yeah.
Mother and son. He's hip to her schemes. She's not this innocent flower, So he knows that. But literally, I guess there's still, I mean, this is gonna be some shenanigans for a while, I guess. I mean, it's no signs of slowing down.
Well,
So
he did make a little mistake. I think Tami will agree because as soon as he did it, I've thought of Tami. Carter made a little mistake, okay? Because the last person you want on your case is Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
So what does he do? Brooke finds out he took up for Quinn because Eric was like, that's it. That's it. I want her gone. I want the line gone. I don't care. And I was like, yep. And then Carter comes in and he takes up for her. And I'm like, oh, no, he didn't. He should have said, yes, sir. On it, sir. And then Brooke's like, he did what?
I know. That's it. Mama Brooks in the case.
Like, he did what?
Yeah, she was not happy. She's like, she was so, I wrote down, she was so gleeful towards Eric. I just can't wait to get her out of our lives forever. I'm just like, girl, calm down.
I know, he's sad.
He loved her. And he's like, I'm just saying, Eric, she's touching. I'm just saying, all the things she's, all the things she's done. I'm like, hello, girl, don't tap dance on his grave. She's like, he's upset. She couldn't contain herself. I was like, damn. And Rich was like, Dad, are you sure you loved her? You sure you want to do this? And Brooke was like, yeah, you sure you want to do this? It's like, girl, let him like run through this, please. Jesus. She was so happy.
What are the predictions? Do you think, and I think Amanda, you're the one that forecasted the possibility that Carter is going to quit and then maybe go to Spencer?
Yeah.
Or get fired, yeah. What do you think?
It's going to come out. Obviously, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. I think Brooke's going to find out.
Yeah, because of Dressgate. Look, and she didn't even change her dress. Nope. She popped into that office with the same dress that everybody just saw that dress. Girl, what is wrong with you?
I think Brooke's going to be on the case. I think it's always Brooke. I think Brooke's going to find out.
I smell Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
There's something foul in the air. Exactly. Quinn.
Oh, no. We forgot to say there's more trouble, too, because now Miss Brooke wants Steffi's job.
Oh, no, we're getting there. That's next. So that's the next thing. We're getting there. So I just want to put a button on quarter first because that was good. So, okay, so quarter's done, folks. So that's going to keep going for a while. Yes, now we're on to the picture that said in the magazine article, co-CEOs, Brooke and Ridge Forrester. Nice picture. Cute. She had a cute outfit on this week.
I love the photographer.
She was great.
Oh my God.
Ellen, whoever she is.
Is Christy Dooley still the casting person for B&B?
I think so.
Kudos, Christy. She was amazing.
She's a legit photographer, right?
Is she?
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
She's so good.
She was so good.
Loved her.
But the picture was cute and Brooke looked great and all that. And I was like, oh, now you want Steffi's job? I'm sure she'll be okay. No, she's not gonna be okay, bitch. Stephanie made that job very clear. And Rich was like, she's co-CEO. She got a family. She's gonna run things. And Brooke's like, I'm just saying,
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah. And then
fun.
He knows how to play him because she goes, but Ridge, we can run the company together, like
Eric and Steffi. Yes.
He's like all googly. I'm like, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you're coming for Steffi's job. I'm like, oh my God, that's not gonna sit well.
No,
I'm gonna just roll. It was like, I'm gonna get back to work soon. She's like working. We'll get in that storyline in a second, but she's like getting ready to gear back up and get in again in the game. And you're like, it's gonna come back and Brooklyn try to take her job. Oh no, that's not.
Why?
Yeah, that really surprised me.
That surprised you too. But see, Bowles doing that. Bowles being bold these days. So
yeah.
F knows. And but Rich was like, your contributions all these years, we would not be where we are. It's like, thank you for saying that. It means a lot. Like blah blah. Brooks, bedroom and all that stuff, belief and all that. That's great. But it's like, you ain't CEO, bitch. It is Steffi and Rich, Rich's father and daughter, who she's a Forrester. Well, they're actually Maroney's. But the point is, they're raised Forresters and they're in charge.
What is Brooke's title? What does she do?
I don't know. Head bitch. I don't know.
Queen bitch.
I don't know what she does. Anybody in chat room? I don't know what she does.
I don't think she don't really work now, does she?
Well, she works kind of.
She's in the office all the
She's like part-time. She's part-time, Tami.
I was like, I don't know what she does. That's a good question. What does Brooke do? I don't know what she does. I don't know what her title is. I have no idea. She's just at the office, like stirring up trouble. Steffi's gonna kick your ass, Brooke. That's so funny. I know. I was like, Steffi earned her spot and should be sole CEO as I'm concerned. Because she got the company back from Bill after all. That's a little history there. Someone's gonna find Carter's place and find Quinn's big picture. Ooh, that could be it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who's it gonna be?
Let's see. Matthew Atkinson said on our show, I just watched it. They said on our show to Tami. Remember Tami, you watch soaps, right? They never show stuff and don't have anything to do with it later. It always shows up later. Right. So I was like, I thought about that going, oh my God, Matt's words are in my brain. That picture's still around. And they keep showing it.
And if anyone's going to show up at his apartment, it's going to be Brooke.
Yes.
Eric's not going to go there. No. Ridge isn't. It's going to be Brooke.
You know it is, girl. You know
I told you, you do not want Brooke on your case. She's gonna be all like,
she's like friggin' Columbo.
Open up.
That's Columbo.
He's like, oh, but one more thing.
One more thing. That's
one more thing.
They piece it all together. That's you think some bumbling thing. And one more thing. That lazy eye, and it all of a sudden just tells you all about it. I used to love it.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so she's going for her job. I thought that was a weird, interesting choice. So Zende and Paris are broken up, I guess. Apparently, they're not seeing each other anymore. I guess that's done.
Who said what? I missed that.
Yeah, me too. So
who said that?
That was implied on the show. That was when she was okay. So now we're going to the Sin storyline. So when they were talking, they were saying something about how now I think you're saying you're single now or whatever, and she feels lonely. She kept saying how much she misses Zoe all the time. That got on my nerves a little bit. I'm like,
yeah, get over it. Like what? That's weird.
You weren't that close, bitch. You guys were not that close. I mean, I miss her so much. I miss her so much.
I'm all alone. I'm all alone.
She's living in her car, basically. So I guess her and Zenny aren't together anymore. I don't know what happened or what's going on.
Well, they were never really together after her stomach thing.
Yes, I forgot about that.
I forgot too.
So I guess no Zars is still together. Okay, because it made it sound like she isn't.
They didn't like break up that we know of.
We know of. Well, here's the deal. I don't know about you guys. I'm seeing some hand rocks the cradle action happening on it's the old happening on this show because I'm like, Steffi and Finn are deliriously happy. They're deliriously happy. I mean, they're right number. We ain't seen a couple that happy in years. I mean, they are falling over with the baby talking. They kiss them with the baby. First, I wrote down. First. I go, because she goes. So he goes, what's mine is yours. I wrote, is it me? Is she setting up a hand rock the cradle situation? And then I wrote, Paris is really into the baby. The two things I wrote.
Oh my God. Woo. First, I was like, okay, Mary Poppin vibes, right?
Yes.
Like she just needed an umbrella, right?
She sang a number. She sang a little number to her. When the hand rock the cradle, it's a weird song.
It is.
It's a horrible song. I don't know why people continue to sing that to a child. That's like traumatizing them subconsciously.
And no, totally. The bow breaks, the cradle will fall.
Go ahead and relax.
Come, baby, you're gonna die. Any little bit of wind, baby, you're gonna die.
Okay. But I thought
that was horrible.
But that choice, I was like, that's a reference. Nothing is done, Tami. Nothing is done for nothing. It's a reference. I'm marking, time stamping it.
There was
July 25th. I'm getting those vibes completely.
And that was a shocker. Don't you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Karis.
Karis.
That's
a new character, Karis.
Character, yes.
Karis. What is that a ship for? I don't know.
Paris is like okay.
They have just built up Paris to be just a super good human being.
Yes.
Which leads me to think they've been doing that for Finn as well. Clearly, he has parent issues. He doesn't want his parents to meet Steffi.
I know that was that crazy too. When his look was like, I was like, now we're seeing another side of Finn all of a sudden. Okay.
So we're seeing another side of Paris, another side of Finn. I'm shocked. when she's hugging Steffi and she's got that look. I was like,
yes. Yes.
And then she hugged Finn too, and I was like, really?
like, come on.
Come on in. Yeah. Mhm.
It was crazy though. It was almost like like Snow White, where she starts singing and all the birds land on her, and I was like, oh no. When they do something this sweet, something bad's coming. Bad.
I completely forgot. You can stay here. There's plenty of room. I'm like, what do you mean there's plenty of room? There's like 2 bedrooms, but they have an upstairs.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah,
so she's got the room upstairs.
I didn't realize that either. I was thinking, where's she gonna stay? Like,
yeah, because there's
That's when you remember that room, right, Tami? Whenever Quinn fell into the Bill vortex, and then they tore up that bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yes, the Bill vortex. Mm-hmm.
The domination vortex.
Oh yes, Tami, those looks. Yes, I said myself, Steffi's gonna regret her generosity. Steffi and Finn, don't let Paris live with you. Paris is lusting after Finn with those googly eyes.
Can I say
what they have? What?
Okay, I know that she's a sweetheart. Okay, and she's like a little angel. Love her, Paris, love her. Okay, here's the problem. You've only known her a few months, and you only know her through Zoe. Okay, like come on, and then you just sure, move in. The guest house, Eric's guest house, somewhere like not in your house. Like you don't know her.
You got the money, put her up somewhere.
What about Finn's house? Go right down the cliff, take a left. There's a
Finn's house. Take a left. I'll give directions. You're like down the lane, turn to Taco Bell, the Holland Drive, and there you are. But one thing that was realistic, I'm glad they did mention this, was she's saying she was trying to find a place to live, and it's expensive in LA, especially on the west side. I live on the west side. Tami used to work on the west side. It's expensive over here. So
yeah, well, Finn made a good point. He goes, I got connections with the boss lady, salary wise.
Yes.
Let's make it so that you can afford a place.
As folks, it is expensive on the west side of LA.
It's horrific. It
is
sick.
But you see,
I'll move out as soon as I find a place. Girl, you're not going to find a place. Find a place. It's not on the west side.
Well, come to Inglewood. No,
you're going to have to move. No, not even. You're going to have to move to like Agora Hills. Your commute is going to be 2 hours back and forth every day. That's the reality in LA.
No, I just want to say, people who are not from LA don't know who this is. So the west side is close to the water, to the beach, the coastline. So the west side is like
Santa Monica, Venice.
Santa Monica, Venice.
People will know that. Yeah.
I live in Inglewood, so I'm on the west side.
Malibu.
It's all Malibu, all the way up on the coast. So when she says she wants to live over there, it makes sense. Living downtown LA, the east side's a little more. It's still expensive over there too now.
It's
still
still expensive.
But it's a lot further away. So I'm assuming Forrester Creations must be on the west side of town then, Tami. It must be.
No, it's right. It's right on Fairfax.
Right there, Tami. Right there. It's like over there. It's like it's right down the street.
It's Beverly and the Fairfax. Right where CBS Studios.
Not what I mean, Tami Govea. I just never really thought about where. They showed me, they did this week too. I literally did a sweeping shot to Los Angeles. I still don't know where they filmed that because there's never any traffic. I don't know where they filmed that. But just like the sweeping shots, they went from Stephanie's place to Malibu, came over the hill, which all made sense. And then they showed downtown LA for a minute, but then
they showed downtown LA. Well, they show downtown for Spencer, like the towers.
That's right. That's downtown.
Right?
He's downtown LA. I just forgot where Forrester Creations is.
That's a good question. Who knows? Does anyone know where Forrester Creations is?
Yes, I know where it is.
I do know one thing. The photo they use? It's an actual Jewish school.
Oh.
Yeah, so they just took the Jewish school sign off and put Forrester Creations sign.
Oh, really? I know.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's an actual school in somewhere around LA area.
No, folks, it really is hard. Like people are like, it's ridiculous. No, seriously, in Los Angeles, it's really hard to find a place to live right now. It's almost like Manhattan in New York, and San Francisco is one of the most expensive cities in the country. I thought it was realistic. To me, that's one of the few things I thought was realistic, was that she said, because she's not making a lot of money. Not really. I mean, she's not getting any money. She's just like, I mean, she's making whatever entry level they're probably making as a person for a foundation.
Maybe
so
she's making 50.
Yeah.
maybe it was still
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe 60. That's still not going to get you much in LA.
Not in LA, seriously. We live in LA, we're telling you. I mean, that part was actually realistic to me.
You got a car.
Yes.
You got to have a car. It's not like San Francisco or New York where you can take a train.
Right. So she has to have a car.
Right?
That's
You've got a car payment. Yeah. You need to be making, as a single person in LA, because people are paying $3,000, $4,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Yes, in a month. Yes, they are.
That's crazy.
It's crazy tune.
And that's what I'm saying, you guys. I think they're not together anymore. I don't think Paris is any together. You guys are like, why can't you say there's any? I don't think they're together anymore. I don't think.
I don't want them together anyway.
Oh, really? No. I just want to
Well, Tami has spoken.
Okay, she's like, nope. That's it.
Tami's like, done. I said.
So apparently, Finn's parents are coming next week.
Finally, it's like, when are they coming? They've been like promoting it. Like, come on.
And the problem with this show is like we get these announcements really early, and then it takes time for them to get here. But yeah, I don't know. But no, that part, everybody, I'm telling you, that part's realistic. The part she can't find, like, she's not rich. She's not rich at all. And I don't think she is. So that's why, I live with somebody. I don't live with myself. I have my brother.
But Steffi and Finn can certainly help her find a place.
Yes, that's true.
That they can certainly do that. So I don't know. To Amanda's
Tami, one of those foresters own a condo somewhere, college or something. Come on.
Come into my house? Like,
what's mine is yours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That line, I was just like, okay, girl, that's what's me Finn too. Okay, my baby. Okay. What's mine is yours. Well, I was like, hand rocks cradle.
I have a question. Why do you guys think his parents would not approve of Steffi? Is it just the drug thing? Because she's rich. She don't need his money. She comes from a very, affluent family. She has her own house, why would they not approve of her? Maybe the drug thing? Well, it just his face is like he don't want her to meet them,
I have no idea. I mean, because we don't know anything about it. I can't even speculate, because it could be anything.
He wanted to get married really fast.
Yeah, and without documentation, by the way.
Yeah, that was like dopey. Like, why are you doing
it, Tami? Was it?
Dopey. Like, why are you doing this? It's not legit. You can say the word.
We don't need a paper. I'm like, yes, sir, we need a paper. Okay.
Yes, it's called a prenup.
Right?
I don't know if it's about them not approving. Maybe it's them super approving. Like trying maybe to take advantage of of her family.
They could be controlling.
Or really clearly he has issues with them.
It could be old money, which and they could view the Forsters as newer money.
True.
Because they look wealthy.
Upper crust.
So
you know what I mean? Like they used to there's a whole. I was watching a Gilmore Girls the other day. And when she like a little side note, when Rory was dating Logan, the Huntsburgers didn't like her because they were newer money. Because you're like, wait a minute, we have to pay money. Emily has a great whole thing against Miss Leanne Huntley, who played on that.
The nouveau riche, the new
there is a down. They look down. You have money, look down on you.
Yeah,
they've had money for generations.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking that could be it. Possibly, it's like that. The forces are messy. Their business on the streets.
They are messy. Good grief.
Their business on the streets. So it could be like you may see them as unsightly and uncouth.
And her drug thing too. They may be like, she's beneath you. I don't know.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. That's why I want them to come on. It's like, come on, let's get to let's fast forward this a little bit.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I think again, it's just who knows, right? both Finn and his mother, Lee, are doctors. She's a surgeon. You guys know a lot more than we do. I'm like, well, guess what? Well, either way, we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, his dad's a surgeon?
Hey, she's a surgeon. The mother.
The mom is.
Oh, the mom's a surgeon. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I said, he's secretly married. Maybe his parents. There's a lot. So again, we don't know. We don't know Finn. We don't know his stuff. We don't know his stuff. We have no idea. We literally have to wait and see what they show us.
Yeah.
But clearly, something's wrong. Clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because his faces. I was
face.
Like, oh, his perfect facade's cracking a little, right?
I know,
I had a weird thought for like a half a second that maybe Finn and Paris are brother and sister.
Ooh.
And then I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense because we haven't gotten any, but I don't know why I thought that.
Oh.
Well, it's possible that the dad could have had an affair.
Yeah. It's just, just because they never mentioned Zoe and she never mentioned having any other siblings, it doesn't mean that there's not siblings. But I was trying to figure out why Paris is doing this. So I thought, well, maybe she knows something that nobody else knows. Like maybe
that's what a lot of folks were saying too. You're saying that is there a Paris Finn connection somewhere?
Yeah, like what's the connection?
Right.
So
it's gonna blow
like with on Days with Gwen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She knew the connection between everybody. Nobody else knew it.
Who else knew?
The family connection. Yeah. And so, maybe she's going to go in. Paris is going to go in and blow up people's lives. But that was just so like, wow. Like to your point, James, shock.
They're bold. They're showing the bold and the beautiful. They really have. They really have taken chances these last couple of years, and they really have. I mean, you can't say they haven't. They really have. The show is like tied for number one.
They're going for it.
They're going for it. And the show, the viewers are tuning in. So I mean, something's going on, and they're moving at a fast pace, folks. The people are saying things are going something on General Hospital. There's a storyline I wish would just die. There's two storylines I wish would just die right now. We're going on for a long time.
I have so many questions for that show, but that's a different show. I know. I do want to say, I wish Bold. I love what they're doing. I wish they would go all the way and just modernize all the way, because instead of having 20 scenes, and I'm not trying to be mean, but instead of having 20 scenes of them saying the same thing over and over, do like GH. Give us a recap. This is what happened last week on Monday or on Friday. This is what happened. It catches everybody up. And you know what? If you missed it, listen to a podcast, listen to my podcast, watch our show. But give us a recap and then move on. And then they wouldn't have to have extra scenes because it's just to catch you up, basically, right?
Exposition, yes. I don't know. All I know is they're taking chances. They are taking some chances we just start with the mannequin stuff on. They've been taking some chances, and whew,
Yeah, and they're filming outside.
They're filming outside.
I like that too.
Way outside. They are. So General Hospitals too. They're filming outside also. Everybody's trying to film outside.
Their budget though on GH, man, they're finding money somewhere because there's like how many new sets?
I know the pools.
Curtis's new place. I mean, there's all these new sets. But anyway, good, which I'm glad.
Yes.
I want a new set, and I want it to be Hope and Liam's new house.
I want out of that friggin' log cabin so bad.
And then Paris can stay in the cabin, so Brooke can keep an eye on her.
Ooh, so listen. Diane in the chat says Finn's parents may have arranged a marriage for Finn and another woman.
Possible. But also I've seen the thing with the whole Sheila. Everyone wants Sheila back so bad. I love Sheila. They want her back. But they want Finn to be Sheila's son so bad. She already has several kids. I mean, what more kids does she have? I mean, she's not Stefan or Demira on Days of Our Lives. Jesus. But everybody's just like, they want her to be his so bad. So bad.
So that would make the father would be Eric, or so he'd be
that's the question. What's
Eric
the whole?
Be the father. Eric cannot be the father.
Look at her. Why not? Why not Amanda?
James, because he's related to Steffi. It's Steffi's grandfather.
They'd be like brother and
no, they're not blood related. They're not blood related. They're Maronis.
They're not. You're right. They're not.
Oh.
They're not blood related. They're Maroni. They're from Stephanie.
You're right.
Okay.
The only blood relation that they would have would be Thorne and Rick and Bridget. And RJ. No, RJ, he's not even him either. He's from Ridge. So no. It'll be Thorne, Rick, and Bridget. Those are those are true Forrester children. So it's possible. Wouldn't that be kicking a pants? Steffi actually marries a real Forrester.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Let's take it back. He can be related to Amber. Oh my God, I love my Adrienne Franz. Oh, I love her. Who knows, right? They've done Stranger Things. We still haven't seen Taylor, so I don't even care. I mean, all this going on. Has Taylor met her, grandchild? No.
Brooke/Taylor has a son out there somewhere.
I know, with Nick.
Well, George in the chat said, "What if Finn is adopted and his mother's Brooke?"
That would
George, dude, man.
That is hilarious.
Nuts.
That is hilarious.
Mother-in-law.
That is hilarious. That would be a trip.
And then that would make him Hope's brother.
Yes.
Wow.
That's okay.
You married a Logan.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
They're coming up with some amazing storylines in the chat room. Like
they are. I don't know. I mean, but the Sheila one is the one I've heard the most. And it could be where Eric's not the father. It could still be Ted King's character, but he slept with Sheila.
True.
And where's Donna? I want Donna in. Like, come on. They got us all worked up.
I know. How can you do that to us?
They did get us all worked up.
Got our hopes up.
Yeah, she's all crying and missing her honey bear, and now where is she? Come on, writers.
I know, because you know what? She needs to just pick up the pieces and put Eric back together.
They did. So yes, they did mention Taylor was requesting hourly pics of the baby. But I mean, I want to see the bitch. I want to see her with her children. Jesus, Thomas was kidnapped. Her daughter had a baby. Like, where the F are you? I want to see her.
Okay, can I ask something?
Sure.
And be honest. Would you be mad if they recast Taylor?
No. For me, I wouldn't.
Would you be okay with it?
I would.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
That's fine.
I'm thinking that maybe she's busy or she has things going on. Maybe just recast it.
There was rumors when Kristen Alfonso left, the Israeli's My Girl, that she should play Taylor.
Ooh, she'd be freaking awesome.
She'd work it. I think she'd be fine. I think I heard her name and a couple of people's names.
I would love to see her and Catherine Kelly Lang go toe to toe as actresses. It's freaking amazing.
Yes.
So when I was shaking my head, oh God, Diane in the chat room says, Liam is going to have to come to Steffi's rescue again.
No, please don't.
God, please, God, no.
No.
You know what? If I'm gonna have to drink every episode to get through.
Seriously.
I have to get my huge wine glass and drink every episode.
Oh, you guys are right. There's also Eric Forster Jr. Forgot about him. That's Rick's other child. I forgot that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, either way, Stephanie and Finn will never be related because whatever configuration they do it, they won't be related.
And I don't like their ship name.
Sin.
Like, there's only one Sin, and that's on Days of Our Lives.
Yes.
So they need to come up with another ship for them. Sorry.
But it's different spelling though, Tami.
But what?
One C-I-N, and it was S-I-N-N.
Whatever.
Whatever. I didn't make it up, Tami. You can be mad at me. I didn't make it up. I didn't make shit up. Like, they made it up about me. I didn't ship the names. Yeah.
You ship.
I didn't ship the name shit. Yeah. I just follow what they tell me. I just read the prompter. I don't know what's going on. I just these names. But yes, so that's your Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah.
For this half-hour show, we always have so much. Our show's longer than the show itself.
It is.
It is. Literally, it is. Our show is longer than the show itself.
It's so bizarre, isn't it?
That bizarre. It's crazy. But there's I love this. This show is so entertaining. It is so entertaining. I love doing this show with you guys. We just have a good time. People think we're crazy. I love it. That's your Bold for the week. Everybody, tune in next week. We'll be back next week, maybe with a guest. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on Bold Beautiful Universe on Instagram, Bold Universe _ Universe on Twitter. JLJ Media is everywhere. Bold Beautiful Rewind is everywhere on the audio space. This show's everywhere on the YouTube space. Thanks for continuing to make the show a top 10 show every week for on my network. I know we appreciate it. Amanda Russ, any new episodes coming out?
Yeah, I put a new episode out yesterday. It's called Dressgate 2021.
Dressgate.
So make sure you download it and listen. You can find me on all the socials at the Bold and Beautiful Podcast.
Yes, and Tami.com.
Just a reminder, you guys, to check out James's interview with Eric Braden. It's out now. Do it. As for me,
Tami, just do it.
Do it. Do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
For me, you know where to find me. Y'all know where to find me.
And don't forget the dot.
Yeah. So find me, follow me.
Now, here's the thing to you kids.
Subscribe.
Here's the thing, kids. I sent Tami this message. For some reason, again, Some Like It Classic, her show on my network, is doing really well this week. Okay, sure. So check out the episodes. And the episode of Victoria Price is doing really well. It's a great episode.
It's doing really well. The numbers are like...
I know. It's like it's a good episode. Victoria Price. Well, I want her to be my best friend. She's like seems amazing.
So my boss watched it, and he goes, "We loved it. My wife and I loved it. Our only critique," he goes, "get rid of the empty frames in the background." I'm like, I am on it. I swear to God,
that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious. They're empty for a reason.
They're empty.
They're empty. It's a good interview. So you guys check that out on JLJ Media, audio or video. It's called Some Like It Classic, and the one with Victoria Price is the latest one. It's really good, actually. It's okay. It's getting lots of attention. You follow me. We're all James Lott Jr. is sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, of course, and on TikTok. That's a choke on that. On TikTok. Everyone, we'll see you next week with this crazy show. Take care.